Hi everyone, welcome back to the Makeup Revolution channel. So in today's video I thought I would do a whole video talking about my favourite Makeup Revolution brushes, and if you're following us on Instagram and if you watch the lives, my lives are every Sunday. But yeah, in my previous live I talked about all of my favourite Makeup Revolution brushes, but as not everybody has Instagram I thought I would make a full video on it, so that is what I'm going to be talking about today. So I've got all the prices written down and everything, and I have all the brushes and I will leave them all linked in the description box down below. My favourite foundation kind of applying brushes from Makeup Revolution are both actually very similar because they're these type of like oval brushes. One of them is the Rose Gold Oval Kabuki brush, which is a newer launch, and then the other one is I'm not really sure, I think these are just called the oval brushes. You can get these in a set of 3 or you can get them individually. I think individually both of these brushes are $9.99 each. And let me just have a quick look at my price list. Yeah, so the oval Kabuki brushes are $9.99 each. I was saying on the live the other day, I was very skeptical when I first kind of saw these toothbrush looking brushes because I wasn't sure how well they would apply foundation, but I think it's the fact that they're so dense. They have a lot of hairs next to each other, so not a lot of product can actually get absorbed into them. So I find that these apply foundation really flawlessly. They pretty much give the same effect as if you were to use a dense buffing brush. They apply foundation pretty full coverage because they don't like soak up too much product. And yeah, I think if you're looking for a new face brush, then definitely try one of these out because they're actually a lot better than you think they might be. I know that they've been hyped all over Instagram and stuff, these types of brushes, but honestly they do work really well, so yeah. And then in terms of powder brushes, so once you've done your foundation and concealer, my favourite powder brush, I've actually got 2 favourite powder brushes. The first one is from the Champagne collection. I think the Champagne collection is $14.99. It comes with this brush, it comes with a couple of like other brushes, like an eyeshadow brush I think, maybe a brow brush. It comes with a few different brushes and it also comes with a brush holder. And yeah, I believe these are $14.99, but the powder brush that comes with this is so nice. Super soft, it's a really nice density, like it's not too like densely packed with bristles, but it's also not too squishy. Because I have oily skin, I like to have a powder brush that is not too like airy and flexible, if you know what I mean, because I like it to pick up a good amount of product, and then like I like to pack my powder onto my face, so I find that this works for that. And also if you just want to sweep it all over your face, then of course you can do that as well. So I really like this one from the Champagne collection, but I also love the Unicorn powder brush and just the Unicorn set in general. These are the I Heart Makeup Unicorn brushes, and it comes as a set of 5. You can get these on the Tan Beauty website for, I think they're currently on offer for $14.99. And these are probably my favourite makeup brushes that Makeup Revolution make, and yeah, I love every single brush, especially this eyeshadow brush. The eyeshadow brush, the brow brush and the powder brush are probably my favourites, so I'm just going to kind of talk about these as a whole. This eyeshadow brush, which is the blending one, it is a little bit stained with some orange eyeshadow, but all of the bristles are like multicoloured. This is such a good blending brush, like for blending stuff through your crease or like just blending stuff out in general. It really like packs on the pigment well, but it's just, oh, it's such a good blending brush, a really good size. Love the blending brush. There's then a more kind of flat brush which you can apply eyeshadow like all over your lid with, which again works really well. The brow brush I really like because it is really tiny, so if you want a brow brush that is going to be able to replicate like little hairs and stuff, you then get a kind of like contour or blush or powder brush. You could kind of use this for anything, use it to do your contour, and yeah, and then you get the powder brush as well. So I honestly think these brushes are such good value for money and I love them. So that kind of included powder brush, eyeshadow brushes, eyebrow brushes, a bit of everything, but yeah, I just love that set. Another brow brush that I really like is the Flex brow brush. This one has a flat kind of eyeshadow brush or like concealer brush on one side, which you can use to clean up your eyebrows. This is also really good for picking up eyeshadows. Like the synthetic bristles just pick up like so much pigment, so it's really good for shimmery eyeshadow like all over your lid. But the brow brush on this is also really nice. It's not as skinny as the other one, so if you want something that's going to give more like actual brush strokes, then I would go for the one in the Unicorn set. But if you want something that's going to be a lot like quicker and easier to use, then I would go for this one. You can still get a really nice like defined brow with this, and yeah, I really like it. So that is the Flex eyebrow brush, and that one is $5.99. So the next one that I'm going to talk about is the Flex eyeshadow brush. This one is so good for packing on the pigment. I forgot to talk about this one in my live because I was actually speaking of I was speaking of the brow brush and saying that this side is really good for packing on pigment, which it is, but I completely forgot that I had this brush as well. Both of these little flat brushes are like my favourite flat brushes for applying shimmer eyeshadow to my lid. Something about these bristles, they just pick up so much product, and I'm not too sure why, but they just work really well. So if you're looking for a good eyeshadow brush that is gonna really like intensely pack on pigment, this one is amazing. And it also has like a little blender, like smoky blender brush on the other side as well, which obviously you can use like in your crease, or you could use it to smoke out your lower lash line. So that one is also $5.99. And then my last favourite eye brush that I'm going to talk about is this one. This is probably, it ties with the Unicorn blending brush. This is, I was going to say, it's probably like my joint top favourite Makeup Revolution eyeshadow brush, just because it's so fluffy and it's so good for blending. Obviously it looks gorgeous as well. And this one, just checking my little prices, comes from the Ultra Sculpt and Blend collection, which is $14.99. So you get this brush, you get a buffing foundation brush, you get an angled contour kind of like blending brush, and you get a little like beauty sponge as well, a little black one. So you get 3 brushes and a kind of like beauty sponge thing, and this is one of the brushes in there, and I think it is amazing. You can probably see it's quite big, like it's quite a big blending brush, but I really like big blending brushes just because they're so good for like blending out the edges. I mostly use this one for kind of keeping it clean and then just like really blending out the edges of my eyeshadow. I absolutely love how this brush works, and yeah, highly recommend if you're looking for a new blending brush. And then the final 2 brushes that I have to talk about are also some of the Flex brushes. The first one is the Flex contour brush, and this one comes with an angled contour brush on one side, and then the other side is a kind of flat foundation brush, which you could use for foundation or concealer or cream contour. I don't tend to use this side much, just because I'm not so much a fan of like flat foundation brushes, but the contour side of this is so good. Wait, let me just check the price. This one is $9.99, and you can also buy all of the Flex brushes. I think they're currently on offer for £30 for all of them on the Tan Beauty website. But the contour brush on this is just so lovely. I'm not too sure how well you can tell on camera, but it is so super soft. Like, I really wish I could show you how soft these were, but obviously you guys can't feel through the screen. I also like that it's quite a narrow contour brush, like you can see here. So it's really good for like sculpting out your cheekbones, but also the fact that it's so soft just makes it so easy to blend, and like it's really good for like blending around your forehead and stuff. And yeah, it's just a really great little contour brush. And then finally, in terms of highlighter brushes, I'm gonna like put a word in and be like, guys, you need to make a really nice like tapered highlighter brush. But my favourite highlighter brush that they currently make is also from the Flex range. This one is also $9.99, and yeah, these do bend, by the way, which some people said that they find really helps if they have like problems with their hands, like arthritis and stuff, which is amazing, obviously. Or you can just keep them straight, which is what I do most of the time, unless I'm doing my makeup really close up to the mirror when I don't have my glasses on. Then I will like bend it upwards so that it doesn't like bash into the mirror, if you know what I mean. I find that it picks up product really nicely, and then you just kind of like sweep it onto your cheekbones, and yeah, I think out of all of the highlighter brushes that Makeup Revolution have to offer, this is probably my favourite. Okay, so those are all of my favourite Makeup Revolution brushes. Like I said, I will leave them all linked in the description box, and they're all available from the Tan Beauty website. And yeah, I hope you guys have found this video helpful. I would love to know your favourite brushes in the comments down below. And also, if you aren't already subscribed to the Makeup Revolution channel, make sure you subscribe, because me, Tammy and Carmi upload each once a week, so there's 3 videos a week. I say this in every single video. But yeah, it would be amazing if you would subscribe if you aren't already, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!